Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm super excited to talk to you about the film that's making all film buffs go wild, Oppenheimer. This epic biographical thriller from 2023 is a creation of none other than the master Christopher Nolan. Yes, you heard it right, the legendary director of Inception, Interstellar, and Dunkirk has struck again. Oppenheimer is based on the 2005 biography American Prometheus by Kai Bird and Martin J. Sherwin. The protagonist is J. Robert Oppenheimer, a fascinating and controversial historical figure, better known as the father of the atomic bomb. This theoretical physicist played a key role in the development of the first nuclear weapons as part of the Manhattan Project, thus ushering in the atomic era. Was Oppenheimer announced in September 2021 by Universal Pictures, and surprisingly, this is the first time Nolan has worked with Universal Pictures after spending most of his career with Warner Bros. And the question is, can Nolan recreate his magic with a new production house? In this video, we'll delve deeper into the film, its star-studded cast, the gripping plot, and of course, we'll dive into some of the most surprising and intriguing trivia about the making of the film. So get ready, get comfortable, and let's discover the wonderful world of Oppenheimer together. Don't forget to hit like, share the video, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming reviews and explore into the world of cinema. Let's move forward in action. In the film, we see Oppenheimer grappling with the ramifications and consequences of his scientific discoveries, not just on a personal level, but globally as well. The idea that one could destroy the world in order to save it may seem paradoxical, but this is just the beginning of a truly riveting emotional and scientific journey. The movie successfully captures the viewer's attention thanks to the complexity of the themes addressed, ranging from science to philosophy, politics to morality. In particular, there are scenes where Oppenheimer is seen confronting his own beliefs and questioning the consequences of his discoveries. This leads him to reflect not only on the impact of his actions on a personal level, but also on the possible consequences for all of humanity. In this way, the film manages to convey a profound and complex message, leaving the viewer with many questions and reflections. First off, we meet our protagonist, Robert Oppenheimer, portrayed by the versatile Cillian Murphy. Oppenheimer, for those who may not know, was a theoretical physicist who became known as the father of the atomic bomb during World War II. Cillian Murphy, of course, is best known for his role as Tommy Shelby in the cult series Peaky Blinders. He has also starred in a number of successful films such as 28 Days Later, Inception, Dunkirk, and The Dark Knight Rises. Golden Globe award-winning actress Emily Blunt plays Catherine Kitty Oppenheimer, Robert's wife. Blunt has an extensive resume that includes films like The Devil Wears Prada, Edge of Tomorrow, and Mary Poppins Returns, as well as A Quiet Place and its sequel. Ever-reliable Matt Damon portrays Leslie Groves, a United States Army Lieutenant General who played a pivotal role in the Manhattan Project alongside Oppenheimer. Damon is perhaps best known for his role in the Bourne franchise, but has also starred in Ford v Ferrari and The Monuments Men. Robert Downey Jr. is Louis Strauss, a naval officer who served for 2 terms in the United States Atomic Energy Commission. Downey is best known for portraying Tony Stark in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but has also showcased his acting skills in films like Sherlock Holmes and Chaplin. And the star-studded cast doesn't stop there. Dylan Arnold portrays Frank Oppenheimer, Josh Hartnett is Ernest Lawrence, Matthew Modine plays Vannevar Bush, Dane DeHaan is Kenneth Nichols, Emma Dumont is Jackie Oppenheimer, and Benny Safdie portrays Edward Teller. It's an incredibly talented cast, and we can't wait to see how these shining stars bring their respective parts to life in Oppenheimer. In September 2021, it was announced that Nolan would write and direct a biographical film about Robert Oppenheimer. Nolan approached several film studios, including Sony Pictures, Universal Pictures, Paramount Pictures, and Apple Studios, to propose the film. Finally, on September 14, it was made known that Universal would distribute the film, with the start of filming expected for the first quarter of 2022. And so it was. Filming began in late February 2022 in Princeton, New Jersey, and concluded in May of the same year. Some scenes were also shot in California, primarily at the University of Berkeley. And yes, you heard right, the film's budget was a whopping $100 million. But don't think all that money just went into shooting. The special effects for Oppenheimer were provided by Double Negative, with Andrew Jackson as supervisor. And the soundtrack, well, it was composed by Ludwig Göransson, marking his second collaboration with Nolan following Tenet. And now the question we're all asking ourselves, when will we be able to see this film in theaters? From July 21, 2023, the film will be in theaters in the United States, and on August 23 of the same year, it will be available for the rest of the world. Estimates and curiosities. First of all, let's take a look at the box office prospects. With a budget of $100 million, Oppenheimer would need to make at least 2 or 3 times that amount to be considered a success. In practical terms, we're talking about a profit of at least $200 to $300 million globally. Now, considering that the film is expected to earn between $40 and $50 million in its opening weekend in the United States alone, it seems like it's on the right track. And remember, even Nolan's Tenet, despite being released during a pandemic, managed to earn $360 million. So judging by these figures, it seems that Oppenheimer is well positioned for success. Speaking of success, Robert Downey Jr. recently stated that Oppenheimer is the best film he's ever been in. And no, we're not talking about a Marvel movie. Also, Cillian Murphy, the film's lead, revealed some interesting tidbits. He said that the pace was crazy, and that the film was shot in just 57 days. This is an incredibly fast pace for a 3-hour epic like Oppenheimer. Finally, it's important to note that Oppenheimer is classified as R-rated. The last film of Nolan's with this classification was Insomnia from 2002, and it seems that Oppenheimer will be even more daring. It is said that the film contains scenes of nudity, strong language, and a dark tone to the point that some have described it as a horror film for Christopher Nolan. And there we have it, friends. We've reached the end of our journey today into the making of the movie Oppenheimer. We hope you found these details and curiosities as fascinating as we did. It seems that Christopher Nolan and his stellar cast are about to bring us another cinematic milestone, and we can't wait to see it. Before we go, remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to not miss any more content like this. We're curious to know what you think of Oppenheimer, so be sure to leave a comment below. What are your expectations for the movie? What do you think of the cast and Nolan's direction? Thank you so much for joining us. We can't wait to share even more news and curiosities about the world of cinema with you. See you soon.